What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NFL DFS contenders for Monday Night Football. Game number 2, Eagles and Vikings. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who are your favorite plays and least favorite plays for tonight's slate. And finally, click the link in the description of this video and head on over to Prize Picks. Sign up and you will get up to $100 on your first deposit. It means if you've only got 20 bucks to put in, they will match it and give you another 20. But if you can get the full 100 in there, they will give you another $100. You don't need an optimizer. You're not worried about sharks or anything like that. You're building parlay cards with player props. If you can hit 5, you can net up to 10x your entry fee. Plenty of tools at Stokastic that could help you out as well. Now, we are rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Miles Sanders, KJ Osborne, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, and Justin Jefferson on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In the first, at number 5, we're going Dallas Goddard. He is 9K, projected for 9.2 fantasy points. Philly, 2.5 point favorites against Minnesota. 50 point total. This should be a really fun showdown slate. Now, you don't expect Goddard to go for north of 30, but you do expect him to be an excellent value option. 1% chance that Dallas Goddard is your optimal MVP tonight. 37% likelihood that he is optimal at the utility. That right there is the reason you're rostering Dallas Goddard, because the price tag just works for the production you are expecting. And that price tag is enough to get Dallas Goddard into the number 5 spot. If he just happened to be 9,500, Justin Jefferson would be in this spot. Same optimal odds, gets there slightly differently. Adam Thielen in at number 4, 11K, projected for 11.3 fantasy points. Obviously, Minnesota, the underdogs in this one. 8% chance that Thielen goes for north of 30. That's the piece that we're looking for. We want to know what his ceiling looks like. 5% likelihood that he is your optimal MVP. So there is a scenario where you can get there. You know, Adam Thielen going for a monster day. That works at 11K. 33% likelihood that he's optimal at the utility is enough to tie him with Dallas Goddard. So you can get to Thielen a little bit more at the MVP spot than you can Goddard. For the most part, you're probably combining Thielen and Goddard in the utility. I don't think it'll be all that surprising to see number 3, Dalvin Cook here, 14K, projected for 15.8 fantasy points. That's a really nice projection relative to his salary. They're underdogs, but I don't care at all. I think he's in for a big day here. 11% likelihood he can go for north of 30. 9% chance he's your optimal MVP. 32% more at utility gets Dalvin Cook to 42%. Dalvin Cook is the highest ranking skill position player in this game. That doesn't surprise me at all. 14K for Dalvin Cook. That price tag is kind of awesome. He could have very easily been 14.5 or 15K and still been, you know, a top 6 play, a top 7 play. Not going to fall any lower than AJ Brown there, but at 14K, I think Cook works in both spots. I'm going to pay very close attention to his ownership today. I could see a little bit of value developing at the utility, not the MVP. I think he's more likely to see a wealth of boost to the MVP rostering. And that, to me, creates a little bit of a spot where I can find some value with Dalvin Cook at the utility spot. Next up at number 2, we're going Kirk Cousins, 15K, projected for 18.5 fantasy points. You know that he's got a ton of weapons. You can see them on this list. Cook, Thielen, Jefferson, Osborne, I guess. But, you know, the first 3 guys that I named are all pretty good. 17% chance that Kirk Cousins goes for more than 30. 16% chance that he is your optimal MVP. So those things line up pretty well. Another 33% at the flex spot. Kirk Cousins just fits pretty well at 15K. That's, again, another price tag at the top that I think is a little bit undervalued. I think he and Dalvin Cook could have very easily taken on an extra $500 a piece and flattened out some of these exposures. But for now, it's just easier for these guys to pull away. So Kirk Cousins in at number 2. Everybody knows who's number 1. Before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder: like, subscribe, notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who are your favorite plays and least favorite plays for today, and then go sign up at Prize Picks. Click that link in the description of the video. Easily in the number 1 spot, that is Jalen Hurts, 16,500, projected for 23 fantasy points. The favorite here, monster ceiling, 30 fantasy points or more. 49% of the time, 33% likelihood that Jalen Hurts is your optimal MVP. Another 27% actually gets you there at the flex. He's just capable of doing so much on his own. The potential for rushing touchdowns or big gains on scrambles, and then just simply spreading it out while throwing the ball. He's got so many different ways to hurt you in a fantasy output. I love getting to Hurts. 60% of the time he's in the optimal. He's the only person to truly cross the threshold of the coin flip mark. Kirk Cousins was just shy of it. Jalen Hurts, very easily your #1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NFL DFS contenders on FanDuel for Monday Night Football Game 2, Eagles and Vikings. DraftKings version of this video is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We will be back again Thursday morning for another edition of the Contenders.